Okay, what is up everybody and welcome back to another video. Alright, so I'm going to go through another sort of guide type thing where I'm going to go through another dungeon that's in Lost Ark called the Forge of the Fallen Pride. So it's the second tier 2 abyssal dungeon and you need at least an item level of 840 to enter the dungeon. It drops tier 2 accessories, ability stones, engraving books, cards and materials to craft the said marvelous earth bow. After clearing the dungeon you can pay gold as per you can in every dungeon, and the recommended combat items are to have is some HP potions, a panacea, think I'm getting that name right, a taunting scarecrow which is for one of the bosses, and a time stop potion. So the first boss is a boss called Abaddon. So it's a pretty simple boss, but if you don't shift your focus to the things that he summons, which is why you need the taunting scarecrow, or you don't need them, but it does come in handy if you have them, it can be pretty annoying. So he pretty much has two abilities that he uses. One of them is called the Curse of Ember. So the boss applies a curse on a random player in frequent intervals. So basically there is a huge red ring that will appear around certain players. It's gonna explode. So basically what you have to do is you have to run to each corner of the map. Now if a player has 3 orbs above their head, then they are gonna explode. So basically the huge ring will appear, you gotta run to the corner of the map, basically out of the way of all of the rest of the players, otherwise they're gonna take damage. It's pretty easy. As soon as you see that red ring, just move to the other side of the map. If multiple people get it, just go to either side so you're the furthest distance away from each other and you just won't take damage. It's pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. Just don't die, don't get hit. If you have it, run to the side of the map, you'll be absolutely fine. The second thing that Abaddon does is at 4th HP bar, on his 8th HP bar, he's going to summon 2 wyverns. These wyverns have their own set of skills that deal damage and apply a burn debuff, but you have to make sure that you shift your focus onto them, which is why the taunting scarecrows come in handy. As soon as he spawns, if you don't kill the wyverns fast enough, Abaddon gets a buff which greatly increases his defense and movement speed and attack. So it's not the end of the world, it isn't something that's going to wipe the entire raid, but it is really annoying, and he does summon them twice, and I think they stack, so you definitely want to try and avoid that. So yeah, as soon as he summons these 2 things, just kind of ignore him, obviously still dodge his attacks, but you've just got to basically try and kill these 2 wyverns. Once you've killed him, put your attention back on him, then again when he's got 4 HP bars, you'll summon them back, kill them again, kill him, and that's pretty much him done. So that's the first boss done. He's pretty straightforward. Like you say, he only really has 2 main mechanics that you've got to look out for, and both of them are really easy to do. None of them are going to wipe the raid. So as long as you pay attention and as long as you do those 2 things, you'll be absolutely fine doing this one. So next, you're going to move on to the second boss, which is the last boss, which is someone called Kaisha. Think I'm getting that name right. So he does have a possible wipe mechanic, so he can wipe the raid. So it does require you to like change your focus. So the first thing he does is called Phantoms. So he'll summon 2 Phantoms when he has 16 bars of HP and 8 bars of HP. So you gotta pay close attention to him because basically he goes into the middle of the map. He'll get 2 Phantoms and they both have different colors. Kind of like what you did in the last one with the 2 orbs, where you had to pay attention to what the AoE blast was on the floor, whether it was white, whether it was red. This is pretty much the same thing. Pay attention to what color he has on in his hand and kill that same phantom. Wherever you kill it, it will drop a safe zone. You have to kill it as quickly as possible because if he blasts, it can wipe the raid. So kill it as fast as you can. Wherever you do kill it, run to the circle that it lands on the floor and pretty much just stay in there. Once he does the blast and it's over and done with, everything will go back to normal. He'll just go back to his normal attacks, attack him again until he gets to his 8 HP bars, and then he'll do the thing all over again. So pretty straightforward. Look out for what color he's holding, kill that same colored phantom, stand in the circle that it drops once you kill it, and that's pretty much that done. Pretty straightforward. He does have a counter attack that he does, where he takes a stance and he gets a sort of red aura around him. Now when he does that, do not attack him. I made the mistake, well, I didn't make the mistake of attacking him. I play a sorceress, and sorceress' abilities, some of them like Rhyme Arrow, once you click it, it does the attack and there's nothing I can do to stop it. So if I do it and then he uses this ability, pretty much he takes all of the damage that would be dealt to him and counters the attack and deals incredibly high amounts of damage. So I did end up dying during the video, which is kind of upsetting, but there's nothing I could really do about it. So yeah, just pay attention. Once you see and make that stance and he gets that red aura around him, just stop attacking him, and that's pretty much that. Just don't attack him, wait until it goes, and then just continue the attack. It's pretty straightforward. And the last thing that he has is pretty much a stagger check. So he channels the energy to unleash a really powerful attack. So just interrupt this by using, you know, stagger skills or combat items with a stagger affix, and yeah, you'll be pretty much golden. If you don't do it, he'll send out a blast wave and it does quite a bit of damage. So you definitely want to try and, you know, stop this while you can. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The bosses are pretty simple. The first boss, like I say, doesn't even have a wipe mechanic. The second one does, but as long as you pay attention, it's pretty straightforward to do. And yeah, you'll be absolutely fine. So if you guys did enjoy the video, I hope you leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.